chest, train my mind so I forget. Sink your teeth into my bones, dig me out, then fill the hole. Tear me apart, and watch it burn. Tear me apart, and watch it burn. All that's left is a window to my soul. Come and get it.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Hyden. I actually caught the timer for the first time. Let's close this. Alright, so I figured since I was working on this, I might as well just stream it all, right? Because, like, why not? Now, let me know if the audio was good or not. Just always the first thing we should do in the streams to make sure. Whoops. I'm going to check right now to make sure. Yeah, that's probably really loud. Oh, no, it could be quiet. Maybe. Who knows? You guys will let me know, I'm sure. But okay, like I was saying, my run animation that I made in the last video was kind of shit. And I knew it was, and I was complaining about it the whole time, and I was sitting there for 4 hours trying to figure it out, and I was just failing miserably. So, I went rock climbing, took a break, came back, and refreshed my mind. Now, there's a couple reasons why it was bad, and I want to explain them. First, I have this toggled on, okay? Which meant I wasn't really careful with what I was doing, and I didn't realize that I'd actually clicked my mesh and moved it slightly with this on. And what that did was that actually set keyframes at random points here. So the mesh would jerk around. So even when I deleted all of my animations on, like all my keyframes, sorry, here, the guy was still popping around. I couldn't figure out why, right? So I realized that was the case. I needed to delete those and obviously be more careful with the, what is this called? Automatic keyframe insertion for objects and bones. They didn't give it a name, eh? And then Python tools settings.use keyframe insert auto. Come on, give it a name. Like the red dot. We're going to call it the red dot from now on, okay? So anyways, that's problem number one. Problem number two. Before I ended my stream, I realized that the hips needed to be slightly different. I had them backwards, where when the foot was on the ground, I was making that hip the lower hip, but in reality, that's the higher hip. Because the weight of your body... let's get to the first one. The weight of your body is going to pull it up, so it actually needs to be like this, where this hip back here goes down, right? Now I also made another mistake. May you please check out some of the Lady of the Sword art on stream. Check out some of the Lady of the Sword. I'll check that in a second once I finish explaining this. I'm not sure what that is. So, I realized also, when I looked at this beautiful image right here, that I don't know why I didn't think of this, but the hips, the back foot, the hip is obviously twisted towards the back, and I had it backwards. Oddly enough, I had it backwards. So I fixed that. So now the hips are actually going the right way. Right? Boom, boom, boom. Then I cleaned up the animation quite a bit, and I put in, at an uneven time, this pop up, right? So essentially he explodes upward, and since it's slightly faster, you really notice the explosion, and then it goes to this, him slowly falling through the air, right? So that was kind of the effect that I was looking for. It looks like the guy's kind of like bounce running, I'm bouncing around my chair. I should just put a webcam on so you can see my stupid gestures. But anyways, this is the end result of the last 45 minutes of work. There we go. This beaut. This is an animation I can deal with. Now obviously I can jump, which there is no jump animation, and if I roll, it actually breaks my ability to jump because I turned a script off, and that should be giving me an error, but I don't see the error anywhere. It's odd that it doesn't, but oh well. Now let's make it look like a man so you can see it as a man. Alright, so this is him running as a man. Gets his little booty shake going. Now, I still have to fix the camera a little bit, because, like, I don't like how he can run off like this. I feel like the camera should know to pan even farther away. Alex has pointed out the arms are too small, but I actually like the length, because I'm going for a game where everybody has, like, slightly longer legs on purpose. What does it do in the sex isn't set to 0 or 100? I'll show you. It basically just gives you either a tinier frame man. I don't like how it's set in this pose. So let me change that real quick. I want to set this to 0. To 30. What's going on down here? Oh, that's why. I was like, what's happening? Speaking of which, why is this... Oh, okay, that's fine. To 50. Save. Okay, so the blend shapes in Blender are 0 to 1, but Unity automatically changed them to 0 to 100. Did we break it again? We might have. I did notice something too, a glitch that I have to fix, but let me just show you what happens if I increase his number. So if the sex is slightly reduced, you can just see it changes a little bit. So it's not really a girl yet. Now it's more of a girl. Well, it's obviously a lot of a girl. But like, I put this at 25, let's say. Smaller tits, not as narrow frame. Put this at 75. More of a dude, bigger pecs though. I guess it's kind of odd. Didn't really think that through. I don't know why the foot's like that. What's going on here? It's weird. Yeah, so here's what I noticed. In my face height, if I go in, or not if I go in, if I set the value, look at the foot. The foot wiggles. And in this one, it wiggles. In muscle, it doesn't really. In sex, it doesn't. It does a little bit in both of them. But it wiggles when you increase the face. And I don't. I'm actually not sure how to remove, like how to set it back to normal. Do you know what I mean? Like if I'm in face width, is there a way where I can just like revert this section? I'm sure there has to be, so let's look that up real quick. Blender, shape key, remove. Blender, remove vertices from shape key. There we go. Go to edit mode, select the vertices you wish to reset. Select the shape key you want to modify. Use blend from shape. In the blend from shape tool property, select bias shape key. Blend to 1.0. Turn off the add checkbox. What am I reading? Where's the bias shape key? I see basis. It does say basis. It doesn't say bias. I can't read. In the... Okay. What am I reading? Sketch response. Okay. Okay. Select all the vertices whose positions you want to reset. Execute blend from shape. Accessible from W. Blend from shape. Set basis as shape key to blend from. Set blend factor to a maximum of 1. Yeah, I think I just might delete the face width and face height. They don't really do anything useful. Like, they will eventually. I need to obviously modify the rig even more, but I kind of want to animate him before I do all the shape keys. That way I can see how fat I can make the guy and such. Hello, Morrison Black. How are you doing today? So yeah, I'm just going to delete these two keys for now. I'm sure I can add them back later. It's no big. There we go. Excuse me. Now, is it because I was on frame 0 that this... Why is this open? Get out of here. Nobody needs to see League. Ow. That was loud. Fix the leg. What the shit? Can I just hit, like, revert? There we go. I knew it. Oh, crap. Reverting broke its animations. Okay. I think it's human 1. Oh, I hear you. Did you? Where did I not see this? To fix default pose, delete the animation from the NLA editor. Disable automatic keyframes and reset pose. Oh, sorry. So here, it's not a pose though. It's a shape key, right? What was that sound? Interesting. Right, so it's one of these. It's not a... I feel like if he's gonna be masculine at 1.0, it should still be wider. Like, I'm gonna just pull this out a little bit more. Grab it and just point out like 0.01. Such a minute change, but it kind of bugged me. I don't know if I pulled this vert though. Yeah, I probably did. Oh yeah, set this to 0. I noticed that the legs always kind of seem messed up to me. I don't know, but yeah, I'm actually really happy with this run. I still need a jump. In my current project, the animations are actually overlaid on the current pose if I didn't reset before exporting. Yeah, that's also funny too with blend shapes. If you leave the blend shape value at 1.0 and then you go here, he'll import as the man with the blend shape value of 0 there, even though it's technically 100. So if you bring it to 100 there, he becomes like crazy over the top blend shape maneuvering. Man, I'm really happy with this run. I want to see what it looks like in the world. I just gotta double check that the scene or the player save is the right player. It looks like it is, right? Oh no, this is human. It needs to be human 01. You are not the right person. Okay. I've confused myself now. Why was this called player, player, player? But it's only called player here. And then in my scene here, it was called what? Player. So if I hit apply and go back to the other scene real quick. Are you the right one now? Yeah. Let me delete this. Continue. Apply. Yeah, okay, so game scene, save. Gotta let this happen. There we go. And now I'll be able to see this person running around. I hope it was okay, yeah. Now, this camera movement, it kind of annoys me. Because if I'm running and I turn it, I don't know, it's very jumpy. Like, I mean, obviously if you do something like that, you can break the camera. But even if you move it slowly, it doesn't really... Her brush should bounce a little. This guy. I mean, that's true, feel like it's still, there's something slightly wrong. I think she has a bit of like, just like the most minute amount of slide going on. But it only slides when I'm doing this. That's such an obvious slide. Oh. And this is great when you jump, because there's a bounce in her as well. She kind of gets like a little bit of an extra boop. I also notice her feet can go on the ground here. That's because her collider isn't big enough for how wide she's running. So I might make the collider just a little bit bigger to mask it just a little bit more. But it still is going to be like a thing, I think. Nah, can't make it that way. It's almost in key with the song. Do, 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 do. But it's not. The amount of time I spend just running. I also find whenever I run around the world, it actually like immerses my brain in the world. Yeah, it helps a little bit. The run right now is, I don't mind shortening it, but let's see. What's the actual math? It ends 32, so 22 frames. Ooh. I feel like I should cut that right in half. So let's cut it right in half. Size 0.5, 10. Okay, so now it's 10 to 21. Go back here. Okay. We're going to delete human female. Human female 2, 10 to 20. 18 is a run speed. Interesting, because now I'm only 11. 11 might be too little. Oh shit, I can't move my mouse because it's locked. There we go. Alright. It's also because we sped it up, but let's go back here. Before we size it down then. Size it down by 0.8. That puts it at how many frames? 10. There we go. 18 frames. Look at that. Save. And that puts me to 27. Yeah, I usually do just the same thing, change it in the animation controller. I'm gonna be completely honest with everybody here. I feel like, see, like I sped it up, but then I'm just gonna slow it down in my animator. So didn't really change all that much, right? Why is that there? I'm enjoying this. Reminds me of the walk cycle from Sudeki? What is that? SUD. Images. Ever heard of this? Biz Dub. So he's asking, why am I animating the base mesh? Wouldn't it just be faster or better to animate the finished model? The only difference that this is going to have from the base mesh is there's going to be hair attached to it, and then clothes, which will be modified by the same bones. So it's not going to change anything. This actually lets me see it quite a bit better. Personally, I think it's just preference. I don't know if I can't like justifiably say this is better. It's just the way that I like to do it, I guess. You should really try streaming on Beam.pro. Never even heard of that. I feel like just people generically just use YouTube. I wonder, is this now in key with the song? Nah, it's slightly off still. Oh. Thank you. Lil Ethan. I'm glad I helped. I wonder if I can... Interstellar Bruce. I'm not really using it as a proxy. The final character will just use these animations, and they'll work perfectly. Especially because Unity has... if we go here... Even if I did want to slightly modify the character... where's my imports? Because I've set this to humanoid... Right? I can just configure any future meshes that aren't the same as this, and then just change their muscles, right, so that they can't twist a certain way. I actually love how, like, it's like straight ballerina right there. Really crunches in though, jeez. Yeah, so it won't even matter, but this is just easy to look after the animations. Now, I guess the next one's just going to be a quick idle animation. I do need to do a walk. I saw a cool little image here, and I closed it. Of course. No, wait. Yeah, I closed it. Is it this? No. I really like how the game looks. Okay, so Lady of the Sword. Holy shit. Yeah, that looks really nice. Yeah, it would be so nice if there were more quadruped stuff. I'm sure it'll come eventually. I don't think that's what I'm supposed to be looking at. Maybe it's the Behance thing. Yeah, definitely Behance. Yeah, this looks very nice. Well done. Okay. Now I really want to find that animation that I found for a walking reference. So I typed in run reference. Okay, then I went to images. It was one of these. I like this, but then there's this. I wonder if I could just use the... Oh. Whee! That's great. Wonder if I could just use this run, but then bring the legs in so it's like a less of a run. Does that make sense? So if I duplicated this, let's put it to 42. And now, so I won't need this frame. Okay, I'm failing. These two frames. Right, I don't even really need this frame. Try something again. Okay, it didn't really work, so basically deleted everything. Well. Music recommend, Tampa Beats. It has to be royalty free music. Any music that I play. Just a bit. This is great. Zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. Yeah, we're just gonna start over for the walk. We're not really starting over, but we're gonna start. Alright, let's look at a walk reference. What do we get? This guy really is exaggerating those feet movements, eh? Oh, that's really loud.
Welcome 30 and 24. You're officially awesome.
Turn that right down. Ow. Yeah, Lily Ethan, I'll probably just stick with YouTube. I really like how this is all set up. It also shows me analytics while it's happening, which I really am a fan of. I like my analytics. Why am I still in this view? Scenes. Temp. Okay, before I do walking, I think I'm just going to do a simple idle animation of a shrug or something. The arms going down. I don't know. We'll see. That's really exaggerated, eh? Okay, let's let us start, and then... Hello, Quaternius. How you doing today? Long time no see. I don't really think this is doing anything. Let's just pull it down more. It's really not going down, eh? Like, let's like really just... Oh, I know why. Duh. It's going from there to there. Okay, now it's going to be crazy. Yeah, way too much, way too much. Probably even still too much, eh? Now I'm assuming my idle pose would be more like this. Okay, let's get this on a normal frame. Scared me for a second. Okay. Malachi, I wish I could, but I can't get on my portable hard drive, and that's where almost all my files are. So I don't know. Like, if I can access it, I would, or I will. If I can't access it, then I can't. If that makes sense. Hello, ePets. I can show you the run animation that I finally fixed. I think it's pretty solid. I'm a lot more happy with it. There's still some things that I find that are problematic. But right now I'm just doing a quick idle. And then I'm going to do a, because idles don't take long. What's it called? A quick walk animation. And I shouldn't say quick, because let's be honest, it won't be quick for me. I'm struggling lately. Alright, take these as well. Whoops. Now, I want to actually give this one extra element, which gives it a little bit more detail. Basically, these shoulders, how are they shrugging? Oh, they're not. Okay, well they will now. Shoulder.L, shoulder.R. There we go. Okay, that didn't do what I wanted. 40 to 48. And then we just slow it right down. That's kind of looks robotic to me. Never heard of Bitbucket. My plan was just to put everything on Google Drive. I don't know how secure Google Drive is, but that was sort of the plan. What if I like pulled the one arm in still? Right, so it's a little bit more. Then it looks like it's not the same. I could also maybe even just pull these up. Okay, wait, these frames need to be the same, so like that. But oh, now they're just getting a little crazy. But obviously I would slow it right down. 40 to 57. There we go. That's probably even still too fast. I can slow it down in Unity. But that's my idle animation. I'm fine with that. And then as a man, let's just check it out. I feel like his arms aren't thick enough. Like I didn't put muscle, so I guess that doesn't really matter. I can just do the muscle. But even, what's going on with his, interesting. I think when I do muscle, I'm gonna want to make this get wider. So I have to go like that. His butt gets a little messed up, but that's probably better for muscle. And then a muscular female. That makes sense, I think. I think that makes more sense. Yeah. Good, good. Make the head move a little. Good idea. I think that's not an ad. That is not an ad. Sounds like one. Whatever, we'll play it through. Already gave him a view, might as well hear the whole song. I wonder if I should move it like this and also like this. The hands move too much out. It's just too noticeable. I can't. Or they start too much out. Yeah, shit. This, okay, I can't listen to the song anymore. It literally just sounds like a advertisement. You can take those motions you have made and offset them with the cycle modifier in the graph editor. I have no idea what that means. I was basically manually doing it where like the arms come up, then the shoulders come up slightly. As you can sort of see, this arm lifts slower than that arm, right? I don't really care for that head bob though. Then again, I would just play it like super, super slow. Like the speed would be literally like, yeah. No, I know the graph editor is. I just don't know I can have modifiers here. like I said, I don't want this to take up too much space in my little, I don't even know what this is. This is kind of a timeline, I guess. Not really. I guess it's the action editor. So I'm making it short, and then in Unity, I'll change it right up. Hello, Final XXX. Yeah, this is a project for myself, a game that I'm gonna be making, or am making. I'm gonna move on though. I'm happy enough with the idle for now. So let's put this 65. All right. So a walk animation. Okay. Let's try to tackle this. Do I have a walk reference open? Walking reference. Okay, so we start with the beginning and the end. We do the middle. Alright, and we can flip it all. So, excuse me. I'll have this down just ever so slightly so there is still a bend when I put the foot forward. Alright, then so the foot that's forward means this actually goes this way, and it goes this way ever so slightly. Okay. Then I'm gonna need to actually move the shoulder towards. So I actually have to rotate this the opposite way. Right? Because you'd walk like this, I think. Okay. And then this hand here. And it's really leaning still though. That looks more appropriate. Right? Oh my god, it looks like the first pose for a walk. Look at that. Oh, well, aside from the head. But look at that. Look at it go. What a beaut. There you go. There's the first pose. Okay. I think a walk cycle is typically... I don't know what it is. I was going to say 8, but that seems way too little. But I also thought a run cycle was typically only 12, but it's actually 18. Alright, well let's just guesstimate around here. And that's where I need the next leg being forward. So we just need to invert the pose. Are there going to be any quirky animations for the main character that are specific to this game? Yes. I would assume so. It's all stuff that I would just slowly add. Oh, it's actually longer, you say? Interesting. Now, I feel like I'm about to do this wrong, but if I copy this and then Shift V it, doesn't that flip it? Ooh, ooh. Yeah, it does. So if I just did 70 to 74 right now, that's gonna be crazy fast, but it's just gonna go bam, 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 bam. Alright. So we're gonna slow this down. We're gonna put this actually at 80. 70 to 80. And then we're gonna do the middle frames. And it's playing backwards. Of course it is. Or maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Alright. So the middle frame I'm going to want is actually going to be, which leg was forward? This back leg was the forward leg. Okay. The back leg was the forward leg. So that would mean it's going to actually be the flat leg. And this one's still going to be like this. Start crossing over, right? Little crossover animation. I should have made these feet proper so I don't have to keep trying to adjust the toes separately. But oh well. Okay, so we got the crossed feet, right? So now it's going to be like, whoop, boom, right? See this, see this, see this? Bam, bam, bam. It's funny, actually from this side, because you can't really tell the shadows, it kind of looks like it's just continuing until you look up here. But like the feet, they actually look like... He's not getting enough air with his step, I don't think. But we can deal with the height later. The hands are in good spots. Is that all I really need for now? No. Let's see. Control C. Control Shift V. Copy. Paste. And we go to 89. Oh yeah, that's terrible. Ooh, look at those arms. Look at those arms go. How did that happen? Actually, this one does need to be this way. Does it not? I think it does. I think it needs to be like this. Like this. Like so. Oh, what is going on with these arms? Ah! Arm. Y'all are just going batshit, eh? I don't know. I don't think I really need to lift the arms though. So why is this causing me such grief? I just put them closer to the body and not really lift them. Almost like this. His shoulders need, and this needs an animation, but feet swing in closer to the center when they pass off the ground. Closer to the... Oh, you mean like they come closer? I see what you're saying. Okay, shoulders. Y'all are failing me right now. Let's try rotating you this way. I think I just turned this whole body a little bit too much. Like it should be about there. I guess we'll give it a bit of a head bobble. And Control Shift V. Whoops. Whoops. Control Shift V. Didn't fix the hands, eh? Okay. Control C. Control Shift V. And then Shift D to there. What in the what? What did I do? How did this become the same? I at some point messed up the feet. Okay. Let's just copy these feet. What? What? Okay, wait, no, that's the reset pose. So it's these. Okay, okay. Control Z. It's these that I want. Okay. How did I manage this? How did I break the feet? The feet were the best part. They're here. And then flipping them doesn't actually flip them. Do you see that? Okay, wait, delete this frame for a second. Ay, ay, ay. I'm so confused. This. How the why would that only... I'm so rad. This was working so well. It was working so well. So well. And now I just can't even copy and paste. Okay. Okay. But I like where these hands are, so I want to copy these. Arm and shoulders. Control C. Control Shift V. Okay. Now, Control C. Control Shift V. Okay, all of a sudden it works. Okay. Whatever. Control C. Control Shift V. We got a bit of a slapping hand going on here. Shift D. When you walk, do these really move in that much of a unison movement? I don't think so. Oh, that's a huge sway. Let's not do that. Oh, it's already swaying like that. Because of the hips? Oh, that's right. He needs to go up and down, and he's going flat. Thank you. Once again, you're very helpful. Let's take everything. First, I want to copy what I just did, so Control C, Control Shift V. That might be too much. We'll see, though. It's looking better. Got a sway going on. The shoulders are too rigid, though. That's for sure. But that's not because of the... well, it is because of the shoulders. But it's like a combination of the two. I kind of just want to like specifically pull this up. And then specifically pull this up. Oh, look at that swag. Just like Morrison Black just said. Swag. That's a walk and a half. The hips, they're creating a weird motion here. I don't know if that'll be a problem. I'm sure I'm fine. Some serious hip swaying though, Jesus. Can I like resolve that in any way? Oh, it's because of this. Okay, let's just unrotate you just ever so slightly. Like, 10 degrees. Negative 10 degrees. 10 degrees. Let's get a 10 degree less. It's not as noticeable. It still is noticeable, but not as. Then if it was a dude, whoops, whoops, there we go. I think it looks funny because of his head. It kind of looks like he's like nodding, like yeah, 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 you know, like looking over. I think that's the main reason. Like, he's like bops down, he looks over like, hey, 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 hey. Hey. Alright, we fix that, and then we need to fix the last one, like so. Okay, maybe too much like of a shoulder upwards movement. Pull it down a bit and pull it forward a bit. Actually rotate it forward, that's what I need to be doing. Yeah, so pull it down a bit, rotate it a bit. There's way too much, like, okay, that wasn't really the issue. The issue is this. It's just a little bit too rotated. Those shoulders, man, they're just popping. Okay, I have an idea. Alt-RLG. Just rotate it this way. And I need to rotate this one against it. Alt-RLG, Alt-RLG. I don't know. His hands are just crazy, eh? Well, let's just see what it looks like in Unity. I'm going to do that for now. So, put this at the... There we go. Set this to 0 to 100. Get it? No, I don't get it either. Okay. So he's going to need animations to be able to walk backwards and forwards and all that stuff. So that means we're going to need to create a blend tree. Motion. Add some arm swing. Alright, here. You know what? You could be right. If you look, yeah, they're like straight lines, eh? But then they do this, and they bow outwards. I'd have to like counter rotate now. Now he's just, wow, now look at that. That's like straight, like, ayy. Yeah, against that. Why is he looking so, like, top shit? Like he... You know what it could be? Yeah, his arms need to raise up more somehow without messing up, without giving that bowed out feel. Well, let's just try like that and like that. Okay, that didn't work with the arms, eh? They just didn't want to play nice. Okay, we'll do it separately then. $70 to $89. The arms are just going out from the side. It looks decent now. But yeah, it's his arms now are kind of like swooshing outwards to make this bend happen. What if I just pulled them in here? Like this. You think this will work? I don't. Where there's a will, there's a way. Huh, that worked. It still has that cockiness to it. And somebody just said, hunch the shoulder. It is slightly hunched. See, that makes him look even cockier. He's like, hey. It's this hunch that actually does that, I think. There it is. It's that right shoulder, I think, protrudes a little bit too much. This one. Interesting. When is arm here reaches all the way, it then pops out, goes down, pops in again. Now his arm likes to turn randomly. Where is it turning? It turns in here and then turns out there. So this arm itself needs to ta-da! Okay, and last thing I want to change. So I want to keep this head stiff at all times. Like, it shouldn't sway much. Yeah, that sounded weird, I know. Oh well. I think that was the biggest issue. It was the fact that his head was swaying, because that makes him seem like he doesn't give a shit. But he should give a shit. He's in a magical world of awesomeness. He should care about everything. Okay, imports, human. Oh, I'm gonna also need to set this dude to 0 for the time being. Okay. Animations, run, idle. Okay, it knows the route. What's the idle time? Idle is 40, 57? 40 to 57. Okay. It's actually then 39 to 57. Because, you know, Unity likes to just shit on my brain every now and then. It doesn't always make sense. Hello, Samuel. How are you doing today? Loop time. Good. Next, walk. And the walk was what again? 80 to No, 69 then to 89. To 89. Show me the goddamn thing walking. Like, what the... Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna apply. Screw it. I don't even care, Unity. I don't even... Oh, yeah, now you appear. Goddamn. You're not doing shit. Okay, let's try something else. Load up the right image. Goddamn. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. She looks super manly now because her arms don't bend in. But I'm sure that's fine. Maybe. Maybe. I'm currently texturing on Blender and just want to export the mesh out of Blender. I want to texture it on Paint, for example. How do I do it? Well, when you make a UV, real quick, UV image editor. If you made a new image, you could then save the image. So I guess I'll do it. But you'd hit this, and then in the image, this will change all your options. There'll be a lot more. You just go to the top, and it's save, and you can save it externally. Alright, so motion needs to be a freeform Cartesian, forward direction and horizontal direction. Add a motion field. Add a motion field. I guess that's fine. Imports. Walk. Run. And this will be 0.5. This will be at 1. So she's walking until you go all the way forward, then she's going to run, which means if you don't hold it all the way, she gets like a part run. Oh my god, I'm so friggin' happy with how these animations are coming out. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. So, now we gotta just hook that up with our script. And we're going to, we don't need an exit time. I'm gonna say when state equals 1. I don't know what that's gonna do right now, actually. Okay, so it's not fully working, but you can see what I mean. So it doesn't do the idle because it's automatically saying state is 1, which is wrong. I gotta change that in the code. But you can do this, you can walk a little bit faster, and then go to a full trot. I think I'm just gonna use, I'm not sure what you mean by chat menu, but, or voice bubbles. I think those are kind of the same thing, but it'd be one of those. God, that actually comes out so nice because you can build up speed and then like boom, boom. Oh, fun fact, running backwards, it doesn't trigger as movement now. So we need to, in motion, we actually don't need to walk backwards because we're never going to have a lock on. It's not like a full platformer. So, because it's not a well, there are going to be platforming elephants. Wow. Let's address that one real quick. I can't speak. Can you? Shit. It's not going to be a platformer where you lock onto enemies or in strafe, right? So it's only ever going to be you can run forward. So that being said, if I hold left, yeah, it basically needs to be the same in all directions. So I wonder if I could just, I don't know if I need multiples or if I can compound this in some sort of way. Or is there a way? Platforming elephants. I need this to work for all directions, and I don't really, like, I could just easily add a bunch of more motion fields with the same animations. You know what? Let's just do it. I don't want to spend forever on this part. So we got all the motion fields, imports. We got another walk, another run. This is probably like the worst way to use a blend key right now, but you know. It is. What I need to do is just with my code say if X or Y are greater than 1, take that value, the larger of the two, and determine if the person should be walking or running. Or we can skip the code and just do this, which is negative 0.5, 0, negative 1, 0, 0, 0.5, 0, 1, 0, negative 0.5, and 0, negative 1. And click away somewhere. There we go. So I could have coded it. I know. Please, nobody give me shit for that. This is a ridiculous blend tree that is so unnecessary. But like, you know, now it'll actually... No, it doesn't even work still. It works for backwards and forwards, but not for left or right. The parameter horizontal direction does not exist. Ah. I spelled horizontal wrong. Horizontal direction. But then when you go on an angle, we have problems. So I feel like I'm just gonna have to do this with math. Unless I'm saying you can't run fast on angles. I don't know, that actually doesn't feel that bad to me. Right, so you can speed run, you kind of slow down, you can speed run, kind of slow down. What could actually alleviate this is if I were to change this all these to be 0.8. Ah, I missed. Negative 0.8. Right, so you can see this clear quadrant. Oh, I know another way. Another over-the-top way to do it. See, the problem is you move at the same speed this way, even though it feels like you don't. Wow, the beauty of animation. You're literally moving the same speed this way as you were this way. Alright, I'm about to cheese it even more, okay? So, overkill. My God. My God. Do I want to do this? Do I want to do this? Am I retarded? Oh, that's what I was doing. Negative 1, 1. Negative 1, negative 1. 1. Oops. And that needs to be a 1. See, now I literally cover every angle possible, because this can be negative 1 again. This is such a bad way to do it. Never do this, okay? Never do this. If you're curious what the better way is, it's quite simple. You write your code, you do a check, and you say, I might just change it. I don't want to look at this ever again. And it still didn't even work that way. I do like this, because then it makes you want to run left and right a little bit less. Yeah, okay, you know what? We'll keep it. We're just going to get rid of those last 4 tree elements. right? That's not too bad. The other option, like I'm saying, is you would have a blend tree with a single, be a one-dimensional blend tree. It would be based on forward direction. Actually, it would be based on whatever the calculated value is, and then you just put the two things in, right? But we'll just leave a 2D freeform Cartesian. Oh shit. Whoops. Freeform. Negative 0.8. Gotta change these back though. It's more so I just don't want to code right now, if you guys can't tell. Oh, look at that. It even looks like it's running. If I set it up with the 0.8s. Look, that's totally fine. Well, not really. Oh my god, I'll code it. This is terrible. Okay. Where's player input? Okay. Animator. Let's create a new float. Run. Speed. Anim. Okay. One dimensional. Oh, but one-dimensional doesn't really have a... Oh yeah, it does. It just doesn't toggle it nicely, that's all. Okay. Good. Run speed anim. Now, let's go on our scripts. This script has so much stuff in it that was from old stuff that I'm just going to probably feel a little bit confused. Okay. If is active player info. Okay. Therefore, we are not a computer. That makes sense. Action button. If we can't move. Else, we can get our joystick. We can also call action button basic player movement and rotation. Then there's also the object rotation, jumping, and we're going to rolling off because we don't roll anymore. Excuse me. Okay. So, get joystick. We have our forward and horizontal. Then we need our parry, defend, heavy attack, light attack. Gone. Camera lock, walk backward speed. Locked on modifier. Gone. Roll. Gone. I've deleted a bunch of stuff, so before I want to add any code, I'm going to check to see if I broke anything. Dustberg. That's not that bad. I think I might just call it Hillside or Streetsville. Probably Hillside. Simply because... Or like Hillstown. Because I based it off of Hillside Drive, which is where I used to live in Mississauga. Okay, make sure nothing broke. Go here. Got no problems. Did I save it? I haven't saved it, that's why. Go back here. Got no problems. Okay. Attack, heavy, blocking, and parrying can be deleted. I'll keep that just in case. Private, actually I'll make it public for now so I can see it. Public float. Run anim modifier equals 0f. Okay, what am I trying to think of? What's the value I need to do here? I want to take my two values, multiply them, right? So let me just write this out. So if I had like a 1 and a 0, I multiply them together and we're going to get 0. right? If I had a 0.5 and a 0.5 and I multiplied those together, 0.5, I get 0.25, obviously. Hello, Mr. Frog Games. Maybe somebody in the chat can help you figure that out, because I'm on this weird track right now where I'm trying to figure out just how to normalize these two. Because I can't multiply them together. I want to figure out which value is the largest one. If forward is greater than horizontal, then we're going to say the run and a modifier equals forward. Else, the run and a modifier equals horizontal, right? And then these floats we probably won't no longer need, but we'll do a.setFloat, and I call it what? Run speed anim, run anim modifier. Well, let's see if this works. Vector2.normalize. Is that literally all I needed to do? But I need to get one number out of it, is what I'm saying. Is that what that does? Let me just look that up real quick. When normalized, a vector keeps the same direction, but its length is 1. Note this function will change the current vector. Vector will be normalized, will be set to 0. Can I set that to equal a float then, but even though it's a vector 2? Question mark? The name, oh shit. Okay. Player rotation. If we're not rolling, because we're never rolling anymore, so we can delete this. If we're not camera locked, mesh rotation. Interesting. No, I know, but it's already a 0 to 1 value. I'm trying to figure out the values of the two, but I think exactly what I did was my solution. I probably wasn't wording it that well. We don't need any of object... No, we need object rotation. We don't need this else. And this. And then if target position, target pos.y, we'll just comment this out because I'm not sure if I need that. That never gets called. If camera lock, if forward is greater than 0.9f, move direction equals else. There we go. Jumping should be good. We're no longer ever rolling, so we can just delete that. We're no longer ever rolling, but I'll comment this out just in case if I do want to let us roll. I can just, I don't know, figure that out in the future. Roll launch. Okay, yeah, let's just delete all the roll stuff. That's just a waste of lines. Screw it. I'm sure I have this code somewhere else. Hopefully. Light attack, deleted, attack, 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 heavy attack. 1 second. Okay guys, I have to actually end my stream here a little bit early, but we kind of need to restart the router because we're having problems with it. So I'm probably going to lose service regardless. I apologize. Anyways, I'll be back again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern. Feel free to stop by. That'd be amazing. As always, I've been me. You've been you. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And yeah. Oh, Hira, I'll check if this works. And then I'll message you on... I'll just message you next time I see you in a stream and be like, yeah, this was the problem. Camera locked. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Take care, everybody.